remember feeling literally right before it happened, just could not believe this person was going to do this to me. Most of the times I was just depressed and didn't want to live.
Mary J. Blige's voice can rattle stadiums, yet it was forged in an apartment where sirens sang backup and drywall remembered every punch. Long before Grammys, movie roles, or a Super Bowl stage, she was a Yonkers kid fighting ghosts that never waited for nightfall. Her climb is messy, defiant, and wildly human. If you think you know the queen of hip-hop soul, give us 10 minutes and discover why each Mary riff sounds like a warning siren that refuses to turn off. Quick favor, before we start, hit like so the algorithm shows true music history to more people. If deep dive profiles are your jam, smash subscribe and ring the notification bell right now. While you listen, comment with the Mary lyric that still stops you in your tracks. Mary Jane Blige was born January 11th, 1971 in the Bronx, but she grew up 20 miles north in Yonkers Schlobom Housing Complex. Residents rechristened it Slowbomb because tension built all day and detonated after sundown. A slammed door, a scream, then the tinkle of glass skidding across stairwell tile. Hallways smelled of bleach and malt liquor. Elevators doubled as smoking lounges, and daylight never reached the 5th floor. Mary's mother, Cora, punched double nursing shifts yet preserved one ritual, vinyl at full volume. Gladys Knight taught dignity, Aretha Franklin taught righteous thunder, and Chaka Khan taught how to throw fear back at the world. Mary's father, Thomas, a Vietnam vet and jazz musician, floated through the apartment like a part-time ghost, promising stability he could never deliver. Each disappearance carved a fresh ditch in Mary's trust. By 9, she could scrap with playground bullies. By 10, she had perfected a smile that deflected interrogation. By 11, she knew exactly which stairwell corner amplified a scream if she needed backup. Rule 1 never changed. Never let anyone see you flinch. At age 5, during what was supposed to be a safe family gathering, Mary was sexually assaulted by a relative. The attack lasted minutes. The fallout stalked decades. Convinced she would be blamed, she buried the secret so deep that even mirrors felt accusatory. Any fresh humiliation, mocked sneakers, missed birthdays, reactivated that original shame. She came to treat hope as a prank and joy as a setup. Sunday service was non-negotiable in Cora's house. Inside New Missionary Baptist, Mary learned a hymn could double as a pressure valve. The children's choir director heard dynamite in her lungs and pushed her to the front row. Singing with eyes closed was not stage fright, it was teleportation. 3 minutes inside a gospel vamp, and she could forget the gunfire echoing off the project bricks outside. School talent shows followed. She armored herself with baggy jeans, Timberland boots, and a backward Yankees cap. Judges praised her tone. Classmates filmed on camcorders the size of shoeboxes. Compliments felt suspicious, but the act of singing felt like oxygen, so she kept breathing. Summer 1988, the Westchester Galleria Mall boasts food courts, neon arcades, and a $5 karaoke booth. 17-year-old Mary, recently dropped out of Roosevelt High and juggling a 411 operator job, enters on a dare. She chooses Anita Baker's Caught Up in the Rapture, closes her eyes, and empties every stalled dream into a plastic microphone. The booth spits out a cassette that could have collected dust. Instead, a cousin hands it to local singer Jeff Red. Red hands it to Uptown Records founder Andre Harrell. Harrell hears Velvet wrapped in razor wire and invites Mary to Manhattan. No limousine meets her, just a boombox, a folding chair, and an open door. Uptown's loudest intern, 20-year-old Sean Puffy Combs, is caffeine on legs. While older executives debate hair rollers and sequins, Puff says, keep the boots, keep the hat, keep the scars. He welds her gospel melisma to block party drum loops. The experiment births a brand new genre, hip-hop soul, July 28th, 1992. What's the 411? Lands like a meteor. The title nods to her information operator gig, but suddenly, the world wants information from her. Real love. You Remind Me, and Reminisce scorch R&B, hip-hop, and pop charts at once. Young women who never saw themselves in polite pop divas finally meet a mirror that smirks back. The album goes triple platinum. Headlines crown her the voice of the streets. But backstage, cognac becomes breakfast and fear becomes her silent road manager. Money lands fast, trauma stays faster. Puffy demands perfect takes. Mary obliges, then blacks out. Champagne bookends lunch. Cocaine jumpstarts studio marathons that last until the sun insults everyone. Tabloids call her wardrobe ghetto fabulous. Missing the truth, baggy denim doubles as Kevlar. She is trying to keep her childhood ghost ghost from reading the lines in her face. If honesty hits harder than perfection, hit like right now. Every click keeps real history alive online. While cutting a duet with Jodeci's Casey Haley, Mary finds combustible love. On record, they sound like storm clouds colliding. Off record, they often are. Hotel walls learn their first names. Friends nickname them the Ike and Tina of the 1990s. Mary endures insults, shoves, and apologies, convinced abandonment will hurt worse than bruises. In 1995, a British TV host asks Casey if marriage is on the table. He laughs, says no, and shrugs. Mary watches from a side room and feels her chest cavity invert. Humiliation crystallizes into clarity. She has been worshipping fireworks, not warmth. Rather than swallow heartbreak, Mary documents it. Released November 29th, 1994, My Life is an audio diary set to Isaac Hayes and Curtis Mayfield samples. If you looked in my life and see what I see feels welcoming until you realize she's inviting you into depression. Critics hail the record as genius. Rolling Stone ultimately lists it among the 500 greatest albums ever. Mary herself remembers only fragments. Drugs turn time into fog. Puffy evolves from intern to bad boy kingpin, guiding the notorious B.I.G. into legend status. Mary, tied by loyalty and contracts, attends parties that later headline documentaries and court dockets. She learns discretion is safer than disclosure. Sometimes survival sounds like no comment. In 2003, Mary meets industry manager Kendu Isaacs. He advocates for therapy, helps her drop the bottle, and eventually becomes husband and manager. Stability seems tangible. Grammys stack, taxes clear, and red carpets feel almost relaxing. But history mutates rather than disappears. A decade on, rumors of infidelity and financial mischief surface. In 2016, Mary files for divorce. Kendu demands six-figure monthly support, claiming no income beyond hers. Court fees and alimony gut her savings, but sobriety holds. She refuses to relight the fuse she just diffused. Mary pays bills the only reliable way she knows. Work, tours, Christmas concerts, voiceover gigs, film sets. 2017's Strength of a Woman debuts at number 3 on Billboard. Lead single Thick of It becomes her record-extending 22nd R&B number 1. Hollywood finally grasps her range. The film Mudbound earns her Oscar, Golden Globe, and SAG nominations for acting and songwriting. She executive produces and stars in Power Book 2, Ghost, Becoming Boss, and Talent at once. Entrepreneurship blooms next. Sun Goddess Wines hits shelves. The Strength of a Woman Festival opens in Atlanta, mixing concerts with mental health and wealth-building panels tailored to Black women. The mission is clear: transform pain into infrastructure. February 13th, 2022, Sophie Stadium. Dr. Dre curates a hip-hop halftime and invites Mary as the only female headliner. Clad in crystal thigh-high boots and a white bodysuit, she flips Family Affair into a stadium-wide therapy session. When she drops to her back and spreads her arms, 100 million viewers watch scars convert to fireworks. Mary J. Blige proves survival isn't a trophy you win once. It's a choice you renew with every sunrise. Her catalog is a survival syllabus. Songs for relapse, apology, endurance, and rebirth. If her journey tells you broken isn't the same as finished, show some love. Tap like, punch subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder that their story still has chapters left. New deep dive documentaries land here every day, so ring the notification bell to stay front row. Now, smash the comments with the Mary lyric that rescued you. We'll turn the thread into a playlist of resilience. Thanks for spending time here. Keep your head high, keep your soul fed, and remember, broken voices still sing and broken crayons still color.